Do you crave exciting sports takes and news? Fed up with the same old boring voices you hear on the radio? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you just might be a TBloomaholic. Lucky for you, it's time for another episode of the TBloom Talk Show, the #1 sports podcast in the world. Settle in, my TBloomanites, because another episode starts right now. Live from TBloom headquarters, here's your host, TBloom.
Gotta show up. I mean, Jesus Christ. Hello.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
About fucking time, dude. I mean, how many times are you gonna be late?
I've been jamming out. Okay, I was ready at 6, and then someone was like, "Give me 7 minutes." So I was listening to some music. I'm sorry.
Let's make one thing clear. This is the TBloom Talk Show. We go when I'm ready. Okay.
Okay.
Right? No,
Don't tell me 6. You're supposed to tell me 6:07.
Look, dude, when I say 6, I mean fucking 6:10. It's not hard. I mean, how many times? What are we doing, Sir Charles?
I don't know. You're still late after all these times. It's just like, God damn.
Fucking yeah.
Easy.
I got a lot of shit to do. A lot of fucking people on my ass this week.
I bet.
Not in a gay way, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. All right.
Fuck, man. I mean, okay. Welcome to the TBloom Talk Show, folks. Sorry my co-host was a little late. It's okay. It's whatever. We still love him. Sir Charles VIII is here. We're ready to go. We're ready to talk about the AFC West.
What a division, man.
Dare I say this is the best one in football?
I don't know. I think it was recently. I don't know. I think it's top heavy. I think the Chargers and Chiefs could both be really good. I think the Broncos suck and are going to continue to suck.
Okay.
And I don't know about the Raiders. I'm going to be honest with you. They got a lot of talent. I just don't believe in the coaching staff. So I don't know what's going to happen there.
All right.
We'll see.
All right. So we got some stuff to dive into. Shall we just start from the top and just knock off the Chiefs real quick? I mean,
there's not a lot to say about Mahomes is amazing. If MVP, just place your bet. It's always a good bet. I don't care what the odds are.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy's just a fucking natural. The Chiefs will go as far as Patrick will take them.
I don't think it doesn't matter who's thrown to. He's kind of proved that last year. Tyreek Hill gone. Who cares? So I mean, because he has Travis Kelce still, that's definitely a blanket. But yeah, just a dominant team, man. Great.
Yeah,
coach.
I'm gonna say, barring any injury to Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs will take this division.
I think so. I think Chris Jones not showing up for Week 1 is concerning. They're still trying to work that contract out. He's a big part of their defense. I mean, he's a great player, and if they don't have him, that's a blow. I mean, that defense is going to have a big hole right in the middle of the line if he doesn't show up. So,
yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, but the thing is, the best defense is a great offense, and they got probably the best offense in football.
Oh yeah,
arguably the Pittsburgh Steelers, but we'll get into that some other time. But yeah, so I think the Chiefs. I mean, there's not much to talk about. I don't really even need to look at their draft picks, their signings, or anything because it runs through Patty Town.
Yeah, it does. A lot of young receivers.
I actually visited Arrowhead Stadium this my last trip. Yeah, through Missouri and stuff like that. Not at all what I thought it was going to be. Not at all.
I've heard it's the best place to tailgate in the NFL. I've heard that.
I could see that. It's a big parking lot, dude.
I've heard everyone barbecues. I've heard there's just smokers everywhere, and it's just fucking barbecue heaven.
Oh, I bet, man. I mean fucking.
Yeah.
You ever been to Kansas City?
Yeah, I've not been to Kansas City. Dude, I've driven all around the country, but I have kind of avoided the middle, and not on purpose, but not on accident either. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, it is kind of the same, but
flat.
It's weird because it's what'd you just say?
It's flat. There's so much.
I thought you just said it's black.
No, God damn. No, I said it's flat, like, dude. It's odd. It's oddly flat. I don't like when you can just look and see forever. I don't like it. Just, growing up where we did, hills everywhere, mountains. I mean,
trees,
everything.
Fucking the whole nine. Yeah.
Weird,
okay. Man. That's fair. I thought you were going with the racial comment.
No,
I was like, whoa.
Good God. No. If
Sir
I was going to say that
news.
An area is no, I'm just kidding.
Anyways. It's just too black for me.
No. I live in West Baltimore. I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah. I think you kind of you check that off the box. You don't mind being around
minority. Check.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing wrong with that. Anyway. What was I getting at? Oh, yeah. So Kansas City, it's weird. So you got Kansas City, Missouri, and then you got Kansas City, Kansas. And it's literally separated by one big bridge.
I've heard this. And it's one city in 2 states.
It is.
Isn't the stadium not in Kansas?
No, it is in Missouri.
That's what I thought. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's in Kansas City, but not Kansas, which is, I remember being told that as a kid, and it's one of those like, what?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
How? Yeah.
And you're thinking like, why wouldn't they? But it's really right next to Kansas in its own way. But
why did they put the border around the city? Why'd they? That's what I don't get. You couldn't have moved the border. Like, come on, guys.
Fucking
it's not
borders.
That hard. It's a line. It's an imaginary line. You can move it so easily. It's over there now. Done.
Yeah, that's it. No, just on the map. Just fucking shift it over a little bit.
We got postal codes. Okay, there's some work behind this.
Schmidt, schmutz.
Zip codes, phone. Yep. All right. Anyways,
who's a what's? But anyway, let's get back to football. They lost Juju Smith-Schuster. I don't think he was anything to write home about.
You're not a Juju fan, even though the things he did for you guys.
Well. What did he do?
He had
for us?
That 1,500 yard. I mean, he had some good years.
He never had a 1,500 yard season. He had about a 1,200 yard season, I believe. But I'm not the biggest Juju Smith-Schuster hater by any means. But
14-26.
He's a great
111 receptions. Yeah, I believe that. I think he's a good possession guy.
Go back. What did he say? What'd you say it was?
Yeah. So let me see what year it was. Let me go back.
It had to be his rookie year.
Nope, 2018, his second year, 111 receptions, 1,426 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
Well,
that's a good year.
Thanks to Big Ben.
Yeah,
and AB.
Yeah. AB drawing the double team every playoff. Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
I lost you.
Hold on, God.
Oh, you're back. Oh, you're gone again. Wait.
Now I gotta do this fucking mid. Okay, where is my shit? Participants.
I think Juju will be a loss.
I know you're talking shit.
I'm not actually.
Fucking A. Where's my settings?
I hear you.
Oh my God. What the fuck? Here we go. Speaker settings. We're just going to go with...
This is garbage.
There we go. Now I can hear you. Get the fucking microphone.
Hey, there we go.
Hopefully your voice doesn't show up in the audio on my end because my fucking...
I hope it does.
My headset's all fucked up. So
yeah, mine is too. My left ear cuts out. You'd think I'd buy a new one, but I'm stubborn.
You think, right?
Yeah, you think so? No.
Fuck. Okay, so back to Juju Smith-Schuster. Not the biggest Juju Smith-Schuster hater. Not the biggest fan. He's a good number 2 receiver, and he got his Super Bowl last year, so shout out to him. But, I mean, other than that, Kansas City, they're, like I said, like we've been saying, they will go as far as Patrick Mahomes take them.
And honestly, if one of these guys, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, the guy they drafted in the second round this year, Rice, if any of those guys hit, man, if any of those guys looks above average, they're going to be in great shape.
I was disappointed that John Ross retired. I thought he was going to really come and make his career in Kansas City. Perfect opportunity.
Yeah,
he just show his
man. He just something about it. It just never clicked for him in the NFL as great as he was in college. I mean, we both know this. Yeah, it was sad to see. I wish he would have, been able to prove it because God, what a talent, man! So fast.
Yep. So fast. Okay, let's move off the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's hit the Raiders. I want to talk about the Raiders a little bit.
All right, yep.
So the Raiders, as we know, Derek Carr left his first season away in about, 8 years or so?
2016, I think, 2015, somewhere in there. So, yeah.
Yeah. And then now they got Jimmy G.
Woo!
I'm going to tell you right now, Jimmy G's going to take them to the next level. He's the consistency they need at quarterback as long as he's healthy, right?
As long as that, yep, which is a problem because he's only going to play 10. I'm here to tell you right now, he's playing 10 games.
10 games?
Max. Jimmy G, sometimes it's him running and he hurts something. It's just, I don't know, man. He has these fluke injuries. He's just fragile. I don't think you can count on him for more than 12 games. I think you need to have a good backup. And I'm not sure who their backup is, to be honest with you.
Let me look up the backup right now. But yeah, Jimmy G, I think they need consistency. Derek Carr, he's either really high or really low. He's either you love him or you fucking hate him. Yeah. But Jimmy G's going to come in there. He's going to be consistent. He's not going to make the big plays, the flashy plays.
He doesn't need to.
Doesn't need to at all. I mean, and he's reuniting with Josh McDaniels, who he knew from New England, so he's very familiar with that system. I kind of like it. I like what the Raiders did. Josh Jacobs, he's back. He signed that deal, so
I don't know. Yeah, he signed a 1-year, $12 million deal, I think, which makes sense.
So I think the Raiders, they got to – I'm not sure about their defense. I mean, their defense seems to be middle of the pack every year. They do have Chandler Jones. They do have Max Crosby, a nasty D-line. And when you got a nasty D-line who can get to the quarterback, you're going to obviously create turnovers and you're going to create opportunities for your offense to score.
You're going to you're going to disrupt things, no doubt. Max Crosby, freaking amazing. Good guy. I'm curious if Josh Jacobs is going to do it again. He had never put up numbers really close to what he did last year. He'd had some good years, but that was definitely his best. We'll see. I mean, if he did just sign a 1-year deal, so they might just run his ass into the ground and just have no intention of bringing him back at this point with
I would do that.
Negotiations have been. I mean, that's kind of the classic NFL room, but I mean, move. He's never had more than 1150 yards until last year. You know, he had his career best by 500 yards.
Really?
So we'll see. Yeah, and his average was they fed him, though. I mean, he had the most carries by 70. That's ridiculous. 340 carries.
Right. Yeah.
Poor guy. Good God. Yeah, if they do that again, I mean, you feel bad for his career, but I imagine he'll put up good numbers.
Yeah. No, I think they got a steady.
There is a stat about running backs with over 300 carries. All of them, I think, except for Josh Jacobs, have declined in yards per carry by like at least 0.6 every year. I've heard this several times. It's something like that. All of them after a 300-plus carry season, except for Derrick Henry, because he's a freak, have had like a dramatic drop-off. So we'll see.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
That could be something to watch.
And they fucking wonder why they're not getting paid, because this is why. You get used a bunch. You fucking suck the next season. This is me looking at you. All you running backs out there, fucking know your role and shut your mouth. The Rock style, baby. Check into the SmackDown hotel, sign that paycheck while you still can, and be happy, okay? Stop with this drama bullshit.
I hate to, that was a pretty bad argument for running backs getting paid, but we talked about that on a previous podcast. So we don't have to touch on that again.
We said our piece with that.
Yep. But I agree. Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs with Jimmy G, all he has to do is go out there and get them the ball, and this will be a 500 team. Depending how the defense does, they could definitely be better.
Yeah. So the backup for Jimmy G is Brian Hoyer. So another guy.
Oh my God!
Really? Josh McDaniels.
No
How does
shit.
This guy still have a job? Brian Hoyer is the most fucking. He's like just below average, I think. Yeah. I mean,
I
don't think he does
at this point.
Good.
There's better options that you could have in there at backup. He must be doing something real nice for Josh McDaniels. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I mean, probably a greasing the pole
Brian
there.
Hoyer is giving handies on the sideline to Josh McDaniels in order to be on the roster?
Breaking news. You heard it here first on the TBloom Talk Show.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Yep. I mean, that stuff Adam Scheffner won't report.
He won't. He knows it too.
You won't get that news.
Yeah, you won't get it from him though.
Only Sir Charles right here in the TBloom Talk Show.
Putting in the work.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Good shit. Yep. Good shit. We needed that. Breaking news. Okay.
Breaking news.
Yeah. So with that being said, Jimmy G, like you said, he probably will miss about 4 to 6 games. 4 on the minimum, 6. I mean, maybe even 8. You never know.
Maybe 14. You really don't know. It's rough.
I can see the Raiders starting off hot, like 4-0, and then Jimmy G gets hurt.
I could see it. That'd be about Raiders football, wouldn't it? That's Raiders football.
That's Raiders football, baby.
And I would feel the pain because guess what I've done the last 5 years? Every year. Every year. Oh, my God. And he broke his leg again. Oh, my God. Like, how many times? How many ACLs does this guy have? He's torn 7 of them. Like, what is this? Good God. Just take it out at this point. Like, Jesus.
No one has felt the Jimmy G curse more than the San Francisco 49ers.
I mean, I'm sad to see him go, especially now with Trey Lance. What if something happened? I don't know. I'm nervous about the quarterback.
We'll get to talk about them next week. We'll go over the whole NFC West and stuff like that. I'm excited to talk about that.
I'm excited for that. That'll be a good one.
Right now, we got the Raiders. Mm-hmm. Did we miss anything here?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't believe in the coaching staff. Like I said, Josh McDaniels I don't think he is the leader of a team that should be a head coach per se. I think he's kind of shown that even here already. I don't know. I feel like he kind of scapegoated Derek Carr. I get that he was up and down, but if you look at Derek Carr's numbers last year, you're like, this is the reason you guys lost. I don't buy that. So that's not what a leader does. I don't know. I don't believe in the coaching staff. I could see problems. Josh Jacobs clearly doesn't want to be there. regardless of the talent. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
They're dysfunctional.
So that's it for the Raiders. What do you want to move on to next? What team?
Let's go Broncos. What the hell?
You want to go Broncos?
Let's go Broncos.
Okay, well, the Broncos, and I'll tell you why. Russell Wilson's better days are way behind him. This guy was never a guy to stand in the pocket and deliver strikes. He created magic on the field, and he did it with his. No, when
you're cutting in and out.
That's
cutting in and out on me, bud.
Am I?
Okay, now I hear you now.
Okay.
But yeah, you were every other word there.
Okay. Let me start off my rant again. Can you hear me?
Yep, you sound clear as day.
It's this goddamn wire. Okay, so Russell Wilson, when he was good, can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you. Yep, we're sound.
Okay.
Good shit.
Russell Wilson, when he was good, when he was the best that he ever was, he didn't do it by being the traditional, making plays, calling out routes and hot routing and audible and stuff like that, stuff that you'd see guys like Tom Brady do. Nope. He would create magic with his legs, with his youth. And once you get older, all that stuff flies out the window. You got to be able to rely on your arm, your IQ of seeing stuff in front of you as a QB. It's not there anymore for Russell.
It's not him.
And it's okay. Russell, he did his thing. He had his moment. He had his shine.
He got paid. I mean, thank God he signed that contract when he did, but yeah. No, I agree. Completely.
I don't think bringing in Sean Payton was the problem. I don't think that's going to do it.
No. I think it's going to be a disaster season, honestly.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think they're going to ride their way to the bottom of the division again. I think Javonte Williams, he has not been able to stay on the field, but I mean, he tore multiple ligaments in his knee last year, and he's already back. We'll see how he looks, but I mean, he had major knee damage. So, I mean, There's a reason they signed Pirine for that lucrative contract for a running back market this year, which I don't think he's really RB1 potential. Judy already hurt his hamstring. It already looks like a mess.
It looks like a shit.
It doesn't look good already. So yeah, I would just stay away from that. I think I'm honestly starting to think after Geno and everything, maybe Russ was just the coach, man. Maybe that was just Pete Carroll was working some magic with.
No, don't say that. Pete Carroll's.
I don't know, man.
You know it. We know it.
Look what he just did for Geno. I don't know. It's pretty impressive. Don't tell me Geno's good. Don't tell me
Carroll
Geno's
ain't
good.
shit. I think he's a shit stain of a head coach, and I wish he never went into the league. That's just how I feel.
You know what he does for bubblegum, though, in this country? I mean, my God, he chews like half of it.
That guy's always
it would be something. Gone, bro. But, yeah.
Yeah. And on the other side of the ball, there's nothing much to be excited about there either. They did have a really good defense last year.
Great cornerback. Patrick Surtain is an absolute lockdown menace. He might be the best cornerback in the league. They got that going for him.
Jr.
Well, maybe. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
Tavarius Ward, maybe. Yeah. Hey, he was actually ranked number 8 in the top 10, which is, I don't know if I agree with it, but hey, he made the top 10. I'll take it.
What did they even base that off of?
It was PFF, the Pro Football Focus grade or whatever,
gotcha.
top graded quarterbacks. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, but I don't think Sean Payton's the answer. He really didn't do much after that 1 year with the Saints, if we're being honest. And Drew Brees, as Drew Brees declined, so did that team. He didn't really have an answer for that. So
yeah,
let's see what he does with
honestly, I've never been super high on Sean Payton.
I don't think it was ever the coach. I think a lot of it was Drew. Drew Brees was he's still underrated, does not get talked about in the Drew Brees Peyton conversation. He absolutely should. Mm-hmm. Even on his chart, great quarterback, absolute beast. And he won that Super Bowl. Let's be honest. That wasn't Sean Payton or any of that nonsense.
He's people say, he's an offensive guru and stuff like that. I don't
prove it. When?
I don't see it. Yeah. I mean, I guess he'll prove it this season. We'll see just exactly how good Sean Payton
that's true. You know what? We will.
Season.
You're right. And because look, what did he do with Kamara? Kamara had Kamara has not been I know it's been a while, but Kamara was not the same Kamara. So I don't know, man. I don't see it.
Well, that was last year.
Well, Kamara's been for a few years now, I think. He hasn't been the same. Those first couple years, he was truly he was special.
Yeah.
He was talked about as the best running back. Exactly. And he just has not been that. But so we'll see. I think they're worst in the division though. I don't think I think to me.
I agree with that too. I don't think I think Denver's in for another year of absolute mediocrity and below.
I think they're gonna have to start looking for a quarterback after this year. I think it's gonna be crazy watching Russ get cut and then someone eat that cap. I think it'll happen at some point. I mean,
You
we'll
can't
see.
keep a guy like that if you're not
I
playing
mean,
him.
you can't have him on your bench making that much money as a backup. You cannot. I mean, it's just crazy. So something will happen. Maybe someone will take a chance on him. But I wonder if this is his last year in Denver if things go this poorly.
I could see someone like the fucking Browns getting him.
Oh yeah, why not? He could be right there with Deshaun Watson for that quarterback battle.
Well, no, I'm thinking Deshaun. Yeah. I don't think Deshaun's going to pan out at all.
Man, he looked really bad last year. Let's be honest. Like from an actual quarterback perspective,
yeah,
he doesn't look anywhere close to the Houston version we saw of him.
Not at all.
He looked really bad.
Yeah,
we'll see what he does this year. The reports haven't been good. I've heard he doesn't look great. You watched any
preseason games on him? He did have a couple good drives in the preseason. I will admit.
I did not.
That's preseason shenanigans.
Yeah. Probably going against backups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're good with the Broncos. Anything else you want to touch on?
Yeah. No, I just boo the Broncos.
Yeah. Broncos, they'll probably be trash this year. Let's move on to the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the Chargers.
What do you think? What do you think about them?
I think if they goddamn stay healthy, okay. I'm talking to you, Keenan Allen. I'm talking to you, Mike Williams, and I'm talking to you, Justin Herbert and Austin Eckler. This offense is going to be one of the best in the league. I mean, Herbert has shown he's got the ability to move around too in the pocket. So even if the line has some, I think he'll be fine. He didn't really progress like everyone projected last year, but man, that year before he was, on pace. They were talking about him with Burrow. He was in that conversation, had a down year. I think he's as talented as those guys, and I'm excited to see what they put on the field.
I'm going to be honest with you, Charles. I don't like him.
You don't like Herbert?
I don't like him.
You don't like Herbert? Oh,
I think he's kind of overrated.
Oh.
I don't think he's anywhere near Mahomes or Burrow or Kenny Pickett. That class.
You're right. He's nowhere near Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett's nowhere near him.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett's way further away from him.
Yeah, exactly. He's way far away.
Yeah,
from Justin Herbert.
But yeah, I think he's overrated. I mean, when you look at, he gets good yards and he has some play. Like he has a strong arm. He's got physical attributes that are unmatched. Or not unmatched, but that not every quarterback in the league has.
Top level, yeah, elite.
But when you get down to it, the guy doesn't win fucking games.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's definitely that argument about it. There hasn't been much to say about that. No, look what Jacksonville did to him last year. That was just
fucking up 20. What was it? 27-0?
7, yeah, something like that, and then losing the game. That's Falcons-esque blow it territory. But that's,
Jags?
You got to talk to your defense about that a little bit too, I think. There's no reason your defense gives up that many goddamn points in a half. First of all, you got them the lead in the first half. You did your part, you can say. You get up 27 points, your defense goddamn better hang on for a half.
And they did it by like the fucking start of the fourth, I think.
Yeah. It was nuts. It was fast. It was and that defense has talent. They lost cornerbacks last year. Their DBs were really banged up. They got a lot of talent there. Like I said, health has really been an issue for them year after year. So
absolutely,
if they stay healthy, they got Khalil Mack's on that, isn't he? He's on there. They got
Khalil Mack. They got Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack.
They got Joey. They have a great defense if they can keep themselves on the field. So and it clicks. Defense, I think chemistry has a lot to do with defense too. A lot of talent doesn't always mean good defense, but we'll see. I think they got a lot of potential this year. Yeah. They could be second, and I think they should be second in the division. They should beat out the Raiders.
We'll see. Let's segue into let's get some predictions for the final shits.
Oh, geez. Okay. Start at the bottom.
Start at the bottom. Me and you were both going Broncos. I got them going 7-10.
7-10. Really?
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
God, man, I don't. Oh, Broncos definitely. Let's go 5-12.
5-12.
I think they're gonna be up. I think they're gonna be really bad. I think there's a point where they might be bad on purpose because they know they're bad and just try to get a high draft pick.
Oh,
so I wouldn't be surprised if they shut Javonte Williams down. Maybe his knee isn't quite right. Judy keeps pulling his hammy. Let's just let him get healthy. Someone take Russ out to pasture, shoot him in the head. Let's get a different quarterback in here.
Wow, you think they should take Russ out?
I think they're gonna kill Russell. I'm just kidding.
And they don't have to pay him.
They definitely do. Well, it might be insured. His kids.
Well, maybe they pay the family. I don't know. Maybe they pay Sierra, but Sierra don't need that money.
Sierra's fine. She'll go back to Future.
She's yeah. What a change. Sierra went from fucking
Future, I know.
Fucking gutter, straight fucking, thug,
creepy,
that whole deal,
weird Russell Wilson
to quirky little, smart,
Hi, I'm Russ.
Nerdy. Hey, my name's Russel Wilson.
Let's ride. Yeah.
Talk about a switch up. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's never made sense to me.
But anyway, so we got the Broncos last. I got them at 7-10. You got them at 5-12.
5-12.
Next one, I'm going. I think the Raiders sit at 10-7.
Okay, I got 9-8. So close there.
Close there. I got the Chargers also at 10-7, but I think they
really
won the tiebreaker. Yes.
Okay, I was thinking 11-6. And I think if they stay healthy, they could get up to 12, 13 wins. If things fall in their favor.
They should be a team.
Yeah, they should be right there. Looking at the roster, looking at everything.
They should be 12-5 at least.
They should be. They have the pieces for that. Why they aren't? Like I said, health's been huge. They have been one of the unluckiest teams year after year. And part of it's just the players they have. Joey Bosa's injury prone. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen have both proven to be injury prone. I mean, you're just going to have issues when you have injury prone guys. They're going to leave the field. But it's tough to win without your best players on the field. A lot of money sitting in IR every season for them.
Yeah, that's
I mean, it's tough.
I've made the mistake years prior of putting them as, they're going to go 13-4 or 13-3 or that thing.
I do it every year.
Let's be honest. I'm not buying into it. I don't buy into the whole Justin Herbert bullshit that comes out of these ESPN analysts' mouths about how he's just as good as Patrick and Joe and he's up there at the best. He's not. He has the taste. I think he has the talent and skills to be there. He just hasn't proved he can win when it matters. Yeah.
Yeah, so I get what you're saying. He's not there, and he shouldn't be considered there because he's not a guy that you can just give the keys to your franchise to, and you're just go give you a Super Bowl.
Right.
You toss him to Mahomes or Burrow, damn well they're going to lead that team out there, and they're going to want to win.
Yeah.
So,
I think Burrow's a little overrated too. I think Burrow's surrounded by tons of talent.
I was going to say, I think if you give a lot of people the receivers and talent,
you give him Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, even Tyler Boyd is underrated.
Tyler Boyd is a wide receiver 2 on any other team. Let's be honest. He's the best wide receiver 3 in the league. It's not even close.
Yeah.
And because every time someone else gets hurt, guess who just steps up and has no problem with 7 catches, 80, you know what I mean? He just does his thing.
Yeah.
Impressive guy. And then Joe Mixon too. You don't talk about him as one of the best. He's right there in the top 10 every year in any statistical category you want to look at, if not top 5. Last year he had a really good season. He's up and down, but
Joe Mixon's kind of a piece of shit. There, I said it. I don't like.
He's inconsistent. He's very inconsistent. But he has games where he'll go out there, touch it 12 times for 30 yards. You're like, what the fuck, dude?
But then again, the Bengals O-line is also trash.
That's part of it. It'd be hard to run behind that line. I don't care who you are. If you're Usain Bolt, it's gonna be hard.
Dude, remember when Usain Bolt was coming in and trying out for the Giants?
NFL Combine and shit. Yeah, I do remember that.
And he put pads on and he lost like fucking...
he said, fuck this.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, I can't run like this.
He said, I cannot do this. I can't even
All he would do is just go.
Right?
Just set him on go routes.
He's not even going to ball like nothing. No, it's not going to work. Yeah. That was funny, though. Good
they
time.
throw him the ball. He's just still fucking running.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Wouldn't work. Yeah.
Okay, so the very last one, obviously the Chiefs. I got them going 13-4. I think they'll probably come out. They'll be battling the Steelers for the number 1 seed in the AFC. Don't know why that's funny.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fair.
Yep.
It's going to be a battle between them and Pittsburgh. Maybe the Bengals get involved there a little bit.
If the Ravens click this year,
the Ravens aren't going to do shit. Let me just tell you this right now, Sir Charles.
Okay,
Lamar Jackson's best days are way fucking behind him. And even on his best of days, he still never beat the fucking Steelers. I think he's beaten us once, twice. We run Lamar Jackson. And let me tell you this right now, a little segue in to the AFC North podcast that we will be doing next week. The North runs through Pittsburgh.
No, it runs through Cincinnati. What are you talking about? Oh, my God.
I'm telling you right, the fucking North will run through Pittsburgh.
Who's in the playoffs at the end of the season every year? fighting for the AFC Championship.
You mean the last 2 years?
Bengals.
They went to the last 2 years.
Since Ben Roethlisberger retired, who runs that division? Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Let's be honest.
No, they've only made the playoffs the last 2 years.
I know.
And then it was the Raven. It's the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's not the see. You just no, it's not anymore. I appreciate your honesty. Until you guys find a quarterback. You guys should have drafted Sam Howell. You guys should have drafted Sam Howell, man. That was a fuck up on your why
Kenny Pickett's better. Kenny, I'm sorry to tell you this, but Kenny Pickett is better than any quarterback on the Niners.
Okay, that may be true, but the Niners quarterbacks are nothing to write home about.
Okay, I'd say this. By the end of the year, people will be saying Kenny Pickett is the best quarterback in the AFC North. You mark my fucking words.
Oh my God.
You mark my fucking words. And they might even be saying, hold on, they might even be saying Kenny Pickett is the best quarterback in the fucking league.
This is going right next to Jags $100 when they reach the AFC Championship. What was the Pickett will be best quarterback
in the AFC North.
Yep,
maybe in the NFL
by end of season. All right, yep, it's in the notes. We got it.
Yeah,
Speaking of which,
lock that shit in.
You know, it's funny. He watches this sometimes, but I wonder if he watches. He fucking. So I told him he was talking about the trade. So I can't believe he did that. I was like, yeah, but man, when it comes out that Deontay tore his meniscus, it's gonna look like a steal. And Vega said, "What? Are you fucking serious?" And he got all fucking. I was just fucking with him, but he got off.
You told him that he tore his meniscus?
I was like, yeah, but see, I was like, Tanner, he's all those Steelers insiders. You don't see, it just hasn't come out. He tore his meniscus yet. Once it does, that trade's going to look beautiful. He was like, what? Where'd you hear that? What are you talking about? I was like, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, man. Hope to God Deontay Johnson doesn't. I'll tell you this right now. The only reason why I let him go for that trade is because I needed to get rid of one of those receivers, and I didn't.
Given up Dylan though, man. I think this could be the year Aaron Jones finally.
I don't think much of Dylan. I think Dylan, if he were to be good, it was going to happen last year, and he didn't.
But I think the thing is that running backs are just so hard to find. And Deion Jackson, like once JT comes back, he's cut. I mean, he's just.
Is JT going to come back?
I don't know. See, that's unknown. But they could sign Kareem Hunt or Leonard Fournette, too. There's a lot of talk about that. I mean, there's a lot of options. There's Zach Moss and some other guy in the backfield, too. Who knows if he holds the job? He's nothing. I mean, that's my only concern. But, fuck it. So, worst case, you now have a rotating roster spot, which is always fun for fantasy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So I'm going to give this to you, TBloom Nation. Tell me if this was a win of a trade or a loss of a trade. I traded Deontay Johnson and A.J. Dillon for Deion Jackson?
Yes.
For Deion Jackson, running back of the Colts, and Brandon Ayuk, receiver of the 49ers. Is that a win or a loss trade for me? I think I did reach a little bit, but the thing is I had to make the trade because I had Freiermuth, Deontay Johnson, and I had George Pickens. I can't have three Pittsburgh.
But you gave up the best one, is my concern.
No, I think George Pickens is the bigger ceiling.
I think talent, absolutely. Biggest ceiling for sure. I think Deontay Johnson is the sure thing.
He's more consistent.
Like you said, he's a walking 10 points a game.
He's a walking 12, 15 points a game.
15 is reaching, maybe 12. I could give you 12. He can be 15.
He's a walking 12. We'll go with that.
He's a walking 12. I'll give you that. He should be, exactly. If he should be.
But I think the reason why I gave up Deontay in this league is because I have him in another league. So I kind of want to keep the diversity. I want to have George in one league and Deontay in the other.
I understand that.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, draft in like 21 hours, bud.
21 hours. We do. We got a 10-man
Dude,
draft.
This is crazy. Did you hear about Cooper Kupp fucking falling now? He's in like a second, third round because he might not play week 1. He's falling in all these drafts. Dude, in a mock draft, he was ranked 18th on the board. Isn't that crazy?
That is good value.
Oh my God, I know.
That's money value.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But he's falling fast. But there's also a lot of bad. There's bad. I don't know. People are saying that he might not play for the first couple of weeks. So who knows?
Who gives a fuck? I'll take him the next fucking.
Right. I know. Yeah, you could take him next season.
I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Especially a receiver. You can fill a receiver spot like
for
no
a couple
other.
Weeks. Yeah.
Did you hear about Matthew Stafford coming out and saying he doesn't know how to lead people he can't connect with?
Yes, that's not what you want to hear from your quarterback. And what the fuck is his wife telling people that for? First of all, bad wife. What the fuck?
His wife, what the fuck? Babe.
On her podcast. Like, you, babe, I'm going to hit you with a frying pan. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to walk into the locker room Monday. Are you fucking kidding me?
They're probably all cuddled up next to each other, fucking yeah, babe.
Talking.
I just don't know how to lead these guys.
Young
they're all
guys,
on their phones
bro.
and stuff.
I know they're always like iPhone. I'm like, give me my BlackBerry and fuck off, bro.
Yeah.
And
then she goes to the fuck. Yeah. So Matthew was saying that he doesn't really know how to lead these fucking younger guys because they're just so fucking on their iPhones and stuff.
They're
and
just
it's
like clickety click. Yep. And they're like rippity rap. And he just doesn't get it with the beeping and the bopping.
Yeah.
He just,
But I love him so much. He's such a sweetheart. Oh my God.
God, I wish I would have married Kirk Cousins instead. But anyways, it is what it is. Ooh.
Did they?
No, I don't know. I'm just kidding. I just always remind me of each other. Matthew Stafford, Kirk Cousins are kind of just.
I think they get along.
I think they would too. They could be best friends.
I think so.
Yeah.
You know who I also think would be best friends?
Set this up. Get on Twitter. Tweet at both of them right now.
So yeah, I think you guys should kind of go on a little friendship date. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys next time you guys play, maybe you grab lunch for the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just grab a bite to eat.
Grab a bite, Yeah, maybe you share a hot dog outside at the concession stand. You never know.
We're scooting away into the gay realm.
One of the foot long ones. Come on.
Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. TBloom Talk Show, co-host Sir Charles VIII. Thank you for joining me again, my good sir.
Absolutely.
AFC West, we got the predictions out for you guys. Let us know what you feel like in the comments. Remember to always subscribe, guys. Tell your family. Tell everyone you know. Give it a subscription. What's it going to do?
Your auntie, your coworkers. Yeah, everyone. Random guys on the bus. Homeless people. If you give them $1 and tell them to subscribe,
Absolutely,
yes,
dude.
Get the word out there. Come on.
Just, you got to really want it. We want it here. Sir Charles wants it. We're looking for you guys to do your part.
You're wearing your work logo on your shirt. Wear the TBloom logo right underneath, just
by the way,
things.
Starting to get some ideas for some merch coming out. TBloom Talk Show merch. I don't know. We're gonna little spitball here. Working on some details. Nothing in the near future, but in the future for sure. With that being said, I'm your host, TBloom. That's your co-host, Sir Charles.
Hey, we out.
And we will see you guys next week.